Welcome everyone to a new episode of Filmo-linguistics, and today we're going to talk about a new spoken form. So let's have a look at today's movie. And we've got this movie here, and it was released in 2017. The movie is You're Gonna Miss Me. And the form that we're going to focus on today is gonna. So we will talk today about gonna. We will talk about its form. We will talk about its etymology. We will talk about its pronunciation, right? So let's have a look. Now, the form of gonna. Gonna actually is a contracted form, and it is a contracted form of going to. So going and to, we put them together, we contracted both parts together, and we have now gonna. And gonna is actually a slang or a non-standard form, which means that we cannot use it in business writing. We cannot write gonna in business emails. We cannot write gonna in exams at a university or something, right? So gonna is more of a spoken form. So let's have a look at this. Be going to, gonna. And we would say that be going to or be gonna is actually a modal expression. That's a modal expression. What do we mean by a modal expression? A modal expression is actually an expression that modifies the meaning of the main verb. And that's why we call it a modal expression. So it's a modal expression because it modifies the meaning of the main verb. Someone might ask, but Shadi, what do we mean by modifying the meaning of the main verb? Let's have a look. And we have here three sentences. I travel a lot, I can travel a lot, and I ought to travel a lot. And the fourth one is I'm going to travel a lot. Now, when you look at these four sentences, the main verb in the first one is travel. That's the main verb. Now look at the second one. I can travel a lot. Now, can is a modal verb. And why do we call it a modal verb? Because this modal verb modified the meaning of travel now, adding what we call the ability. So now I can travel, it means that I'm able to travel, right? Good. Now look at the second one here. I ought to travel a lot. That's a semi-modal, and again, it's the same function. So ought to travel here, it means that this is a kind of, there is a sense of necessity in here. It's really important to do this. So again, it modified the meaning of travel. Now it is important to travel, right? Or it is advisable to travel. In the first one, there is the ability of traveling is there. Now the last one, I'm going to travel a lot. Now I'm talking about a kind of prediction in the future, and this is what I'm going to as a modal expression did to travel. So going to or gonna is actually a contracted form of going to, and it is a spoken form considered non-standard by educated people, and it is a modal expression that modifies the meaning of the verb that follows. So let's move to this, functions of gonna, and let's talk about the first function. When do we need to use gonna in the language? Let's have a look. And first one is, it's used to express future intentions that at the same moment of speaking have already been decided. So when you try to show someone what you intend to do in the future, because of course you decided everything before the time of speaking, that's when you use gonna. Let's have some examples of movies, right? And we've got this movie, Dark Amazon. And let's have a look at the script. Okay, I'm coming. So, which area are we searching tomorrow? Oh, tomorrow we're going to travel by canoe. Tomorrow we're going to travel by canoe. This is an intention in the future. It means that the speaker decided on this before the time of the conversation we're reading now. Another example, and this is from the movie The 13th Unit. Right, good. Seems like a horror movie, eh? Right. And the script. Oh baby, why are you crying? No, wipe those tears away. Dad is gonna get a new job. Dad is gonna get a new job. Dad is gonna get a new job. So again, Dad is gonna get a new job. That's a kind of an intention decided on before, right? The guy knows he would get a new job, right? A second function of gonna is actually, it is used to express things that are on the way. Things that are on the way. Things that will happen because it's normal that this will happen. And let's see some examples also from movies here. And we have this movie here. The kid stays in the picture. And let's have a look at the text. We've got two speakers here, A and B. Hey Ali, what's new? You can say that on television now. Go ahead. Okay, well, I'm gonna have a baby. Isn't that great? That's beautiful. Are you excited? Sure, it's fabulous. Now look at this. I'm gonna have a baby. This means that this guy's wife is pregnant and he expects a baby, and because this is normal and there is a process that will happen, so we can say, oh, I'm gonna have a baby. So that's related to the second function of gonna. I'm gonna have a baby because it's something that will happen. Now, another example taken from this movie, Ice Age Robots. Now let's have a look at the text. I've got A and B, two speakers again. Oh no, what? What's it? We're going off the track. We're gonna crash. What? I don't want to die. Now one more time. So look here. Oh no, what is it? We're going off the track. We're gonna crash. What? I don't want to die. So we're gonna crash. Again, this is because we're going off the track. So we're gonna crash. So that's a kind of, something that is on its way. Something that will happen because of, that's the situation. We can see it here. Okay, the car is going off the track, so we're gonna crash. The previous example, his wife is pregnant, so he's gonna have a baby, and that's the second function of gonna. A third function of gonna is, it is used to predict future events that are very near and can be seen or seem sure to happen. Such predictions are based on present evidence. So, predictions in the future that are based on very clear evidence. Let's have a look. Some examples from movies. And we've got this movie here, Crooklyn, right? And let's have a look at the script. A and B again. Don't want to live without my baby. Queenie, oh God, Queenie. Looks like it's gonna rain. That means my baby's in heaven. So let's read this one more time. I don't want to live without my baby. Queenie, oh God, Queenie. Looks like it's gonna rain. That means my baby's in heaven. So it seems from the conversation here that it is obvious that it is gonna rain because speaker B says, oh God, looks like it's gonna rain. It seems that there were clouds, maybe because the weather is changing, maybe because there were some drops of rain, and because of this very clear evidence, so the guy's saying it's gonna rain, and that's using gonna for predictions in the future. Right, another example, and this is from the movie Space Cowboys. Right. I can see Clint Eastwood there. I like Clint Eastwood. Right, good. And let's read the script together. These men you're sending up they're not astronauts. The last time they trained for a space missions, the cars had fins on them. The truth is, Frank Corvin's not going anywhere. His team's not going to pass the physical trials. One more time. Okay? These men you're sending up, they're not astronauts. The last time they trained for a space mission, cars had fins on them. The truth is, Frank Corvin's not going anywhere. His team's not going to pass the physical trials. His team's not going to pass the physical trials. Someone might ask, but where is the evidence? The evidence is everything that was mentioned before this statement. Let's have a look. They're not astronauts. That's clear evidence. The last time they trained for a space mission, cars had fins on them. That's another one. So because of these two pieces of evidence, his team's not going to pass the physical trials. Another usage of gonna, and we have this one here, to insist that people do things or do not do things. To insist that people do things or do not do things. Examples from movies, and we have City for Conquest. And let's have a look at the script. A and B again. Look here, Eddie. I don't want to hear any more talk like that. You're gonna finish up. Well, I want to finish, Danny, and I want to finish my own music too. So one more time, hey? Look at how A is phrasing, okay, what it's trying to say. Look here, Eddie. I don't want to hear any more talk like that. You're gonna finish up. So here, there is a lot of emphasis in here, right? Okay. So speaker A insists that a speaker B will do something, right? Another example from another movie. And the movie is Hard to Handle. Okay, Hard to Handle. Right. And again, two speakers A and B. A, you'll get your money, just give me a chance, let me explain. And B, you're not going to listen to this burglar anymore, are you? You're not going to listen to this burglar anymore, are you? You're not going to listen to this burglar. You're not going to listen to this burglar. So again, insistence from speaker B, okay, that another guy should not be listening to what A is saying. Again, one more function of gonna, which is what we call emphasizing refusals. When you refuse something, but you want to emphasize that refusal. And let's have a look at this coming movie. And the movie is Bob and Carol and Ted and Alice. That's the name of the movie. Bob and Carol and Ted and Alice. And the script. There's a double standard operating here, and I'm not going to play that game. I'm not going to do anything I don't want my wife to do. So listen to this one more time. There's a double standard operating here, and I'm not going to play that game. I'm not going to do anything I don't want my wife to do. So look at this one. I'm not going to play that game. I'm not going to do anything. So again, that's emphasizing refusals. And that's another function of gonna. Right. One more function, and this is the last one, which is to talk about something that was in the future at a time in the past. One more time. To talk about something that was in the future at a time in the past. How? Let's have an example. And the movie is The Little Colonel. And we've got two speakers, A and B. I don't want to hear all this gossip. No, sir. I was going to tell you about the cottage, sir, but I reckon you wouldn't be interested. I was going to tell you about the cottage. When you say, I was going to tell you about the cottage, it means that this was a future action in the past. And when we say, I was going to tell you about the cottage, it means that the guy wasn't told about the cottage. The guy was not told about the cottage. I want you to be careful. Look at what was used before gonna this time. It's not am, is, or are. And then this is was and were, because we're talking about the past here. So I was gonna tell you about the cottage. That's future from the point of view of the past, right? Another movie, Clint Eastwood coming again, The Beguiled. And let's have a look at this script. And let's have a look at the script here. Miss Martha, I'm so scared. I know, dear. He told me he was gonna kill me if I made any noise. He told me he was gonna kill me if I made any noise. Now again, he told me he was gonna kill me. That's part of also indirect speech here. And again, it's talking about future in the past. Right, good. Now, let's talk about some expressions that are related to gonna. And one of the most famous expressions is haters gonna hate. Haters gonna hate. Right. Now, haters gonna hate. What does that mean? It means when you feel people are making judgments out of jealousy or their own negativity. So when you feel that people are judging you or criticizing you just because they're jealous or because they're negative people, they just see the dark side of everything, you say, haters gonna hate. Haters gonna hate. Which means that they will do this anyway because they're bad, not because I am bad, right? Let's see some examples here. But again, haters gonna hate. What happened? What happens is that originally this was supposed to be haters are going to hate. Haters are going to hate. But the R was lost and going to was contracted, and we ended up having haters gonna hate. Right. And some people might ask, how was the R lost? And the answer is, there are two pronunciations of R. One is the strong form, which is R, okay? And the other one is the weak form, which is So R in English can be R or Right, good. Now, this is the natural pronunciation. So originally it was haters, and then instead of haters are, it's haters are going to hate. Haters are going to hate. Haters are going to hate. And then going to became gonna. So it became haters are gonna hate. Haters are gonna hate. And that what made it very easy to lose the schwa sound, the sound. So it became haters gonna hate. Haters gonna hate. Haters gonna hate. Right, good. Now haters gonna hate. So the R became a schwa sound, and the schwa sound got lost, and we ended up having haters gonna hate. Now, what is the source of haters gonna hate? I mean, who brought up this in English language? And actually, it's a band called 3LW. And 3LW, they released a song called Players Gonna Play. Players Gonna Play. And they say in the song, the hit maker, players gonna play, them haters gonna hate, them callers gonna call, them ballers gonna ball. And them haters gonna hate, according to a lot of people, that was the first time when this actually expression came into English language. It was because of the band 3LW. And they said, them haters gonna hate, and then other people started copying this. Right. So let's have a look at this movie, which is The Interview, and let's have a look at how the expression haters gonna hate is used now in English language. So let's have a look at the script here. And, they hate us because they ain't us. So the other speaker said, stop it, don't say it again, baby. Haters gonna hate. Haters gonna hate. What does that mean? It means they hate us because they're jealous. Or they hate us because they're negative people. Another example from another movie. And we've got Bob Saget. That's what I'm talking about. Listen, First of all, haters gonna hate, and there's nothing you can do about that. So haters gonna hate, it means here that there will be people who are jealous from you and they will hate you just for that reason. And some people will hate you just because they're negative and they don't like successful people. Good, right. Now, another expression that is so much related to gonna is I'm gonna take off. I'm gonna take off, which is an American expression. But what does I'm gonna take off mean? It actually means I'm leaving now. So if you want to say I'm leaving now, sometimes in America some people would say I'm gonna take off. Yeah, and we know that take off is actually a phrasal verb that is used with planes. A plane would take off, but in colloquial conversation in slang English you can say I'm gonna take off. Right. And let's have an example. And the movie is Something Borrowed. And we've got a conversation between two speakers here. I'm sorry, I'm gonna take off. Where are you going? Come on, sit down. I'm beat. This week has done me in. So again, the first speaker, I'm sorry, I'm gonna take off. And the other speaker understood what the guy means immediately. So speaker B said, where are you going? Come on, sit down. Another example from another movie, and the movie is Okra. And yeah, that seems like a horror movie, eh? And let's have a look at the conversation between two speakers again. We have no way of knowing what you've seen or heard. Look, we get it. You've been hospitable, but we're gonna take off. We're gonna take off. We're leaving now, right? Now let's move to the difference between wannabes and gonnabes. And we talked about wannabes in a previous episode. Let's have a look at the definition. Let's try to remember. So wannabes are people who want to be and pretend to be that which they're not. Which means that wannabes are people who try to be like other people, but they don't have the qualifications, they don't have the abilities, they're not as smart as those people. However, they claim that they are like them or they want to be like them, right? And on the other hand, we've got gonnabes, and gonnabes are people who want to be and have got what it takes to be. So those are people who are really ambitious, but they know what they're doing, and they're really realistic, and they're qualified, and they will be very successful one day. Now, let's have a look at this, an example from a movie. And we've got the movie A Cinderella Story, and let's read this script together. So let's read this script together. Listen close now. There are two kinds of people in this school. There are the wannabes and there are gonnabes. You and I were gonnabes. What do? We stay away from the wannabes, all right? One more time. Listen close now. There are two kinds of people in this school. There are the wannabes and there are the gonnabes. You and I were gonnabes. What do? We stay away from the wannabes, all right? So this was another episode of Filmo-linguistics with Shadi Abusif, and if you like this episode, please don't forget to press like, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel, and activate notifications. And remember, you can always visit my blog, which is www.shadi.blog, or send me an email at me@shadi.blog. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.